another of Karate for Mental Health, a sound bites. Bobby Coat Sensei. He just done first ever seminar for a wider audience. It was amazing combining Aikido and Karate.
That's right.
Why this combination?
So my first ever martial art was Aikido. I started back in 2015, and that was my introduction to martial arts. And I had some very good teachers back then. And I moved away from Aikido when I wanted to, like yourself, Les, move into something that's very practical and applied to self-defense. And I'd seen a lot of really good teachers like Rory Miller and Ian Abernethy who focus a lot on self-defense like that. So when I moved into karate, I focused a lot on that. But in the last year or so, I've been revisiting my Aikido and trying to think about what I learned in those early days and how I can maybe slightly adapt it into what we do in karate, so that it's not completely lost knowledge, it's just adapted now and something that we could all benefit from, I think, in bringing martial arts together.
How's that working for you?
It's not easy, I have to say. I think when you have some very traditional martial artists, of course, they get very fixed in their ways of thinking, as we all do with lots of different areas in life. And I have to say, with the teachers I've had and the friends in martial arts communities, such as yourself, people who are very open-minded, they are great at introducing new ways of doing things, as I saw today. I was really encouraged by how much people were willing to try these new ways of doing things, especially when, you know, Aikido is a very traditional martial art, as we have in karate, and karate community is starting to see a real opening up of doing new things like that, and I hope that the same can be true with Aikido as well.
So what's your thoughts after first seminar? Because when I done my first seminar, I was total crap. I could do this better, I could say that, I could sort of frame it like this. Hopefully it wasn't that for you.
No, I have to say, I've been, from you, Les, I've been so encouraged by this. My teacher, Adam Cogfield Sensei, has been incredibly supportive in letting me practice in our own club before coming here. I, like you, I was saying to my girlfriend yesterday that I'm somebody who's very focused on the things I can improve on. So of course there are absolutely things from today where I'd like to do that better, or I'd like to improve on this, but having such a supportive community that you've created here, Les, and all of the guys who came along today has made that so much better, and I'm not being so perfectionist and so hard on myself. It's been a wonderful first experience, and I can't thank you enough for that.
Yeah, cool, pleasure. I think, you know, I said it openly on the podcast and stuff, it's because people have been welcoming to me and started promoting me, and somewhat I am popular in karate circles, so I can use that Karate for Mental Health as a vehicle of bringing other people like yourself. Somerset Applied Karate, Bunker Bastard, and so on. So people who do stuff, some of them much longer than I do, but they don't get the recognition that they deserve. And you know, overall, more exposure we have as a kind of more applied or practical karate, the better it is for karate overall, and people can be driven out from that 3K karate. Nothing wrong with that if they want to stay there, that's a problem, but there's some people looking, like in my dojo, 90% of people are from different karate backgrounds, looking for something different, right? So you'll be part of that now.
Thank you very much.
What are your plans for the future?
I absolutely want to start teaching. You've seen on my Facebook, I've been so lucky in being able to teach so early on in my since I got my Shodan. When my teacher's been away, I've been really lucky enough to teach, and what you saw today are the things that I focus on. Again, very much like Ian Abernethy and the things that you teach. Applied karate, definitely practical karate, but I'm also trying to put my own spin on things, bringing in my own background from Aikido. I also had a background in Krav Maga and a bit of Jiu-Jitsu as well. So I'm hoping that I can start to bring in lots of those different elements and bring it into something that works for me, that I can feel happy with sharing with others. But certainly I'm looking at opening my own dojo and teaching as well. And that's something which would be one of my best life goals.
Is that going to be somewhere in London? Are you
Yes, it would be. Yes, I'm based in North London, so I might potentially look around North London. So that would be Cockfosters, Southgate area.
Cool.
And yeah, that's my goal right now.
So now you just start YouTube podcast, all the other things that come with the package of
a full-time job.
I was going to ask that. I've lost the track of the thought. That's what happens when you go unprepared. So you've been doing this. What do you think that will change in the future for you as going on? Because when I went in, I've got a completely different niche than I thought I'm going to be in.
Yeah.
Completely different approach and completely different kind of material now when I teach, because it's verified through what people resonates to.
Yes.
You open on the adaptations and changing, and where you think you're gonna just guessing where it's gonna take you.
I mean, so I've come from a very traditional background in starting in Aikido, and then in my early days in karate. Again, it was a very traditional kind of dojos. I would very much like to stay on the side of practical karate. But I do like, again, what you're great at, Les, is creating a nice warm atmosphere. I think that a little bit of martial arts is better than none.
Yeah.
And not everybody wants to get into a cage and
For sure.
have 7 barrels beaten out of them. So I think that creating an atmosphere which is supportive for everybody to come along and train, and of all different abilities. Again, as we've had here today, it's not just all top heavy with black belts. We have a nice range of abilities, but everybody brings their own thing as well. So I like, again, how I've been encouraged as I've grown up in martial arts is not just doing what our teacher tells us to do, or any teacher teaches you to do. Everybody's going to be comfortable at different ranges with certain things. And I think people should be encouraged to focus on what they're best at, obviously making sure we have a wide range of things we train in, but to encourage people to know what works for them and to get good at that. So I hope that not only what I teach will be good for that, but also that I can encourage other people to train at those things and not feel scared to. I think people can be scared to reach outside of their martial arts because maybe it seems a bit forbidden or it's a bit scary to, or something like that, but I would really like people to be encouraged to try different things. And then of course, if they learn something good, then come back and share it with us as well.
Cool. Do you got any things that people can follow you, or not yet?
Only my Facebook. my Facebook my personal Facebook is pretty much karate stuff. So you'll see a lot of that when I'm teaching at the King's Cross Shotokan Karate Dojo. And then certainly when I look at opening my own dojo, the information will be on there as well.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for Bobby.
Thank you, Les.
Thank you very much.